Welcome to Wednesday's Word of Wisdom. Today we're going to be talking about resurrection of your confession. Sounds familiar? Come on back and see what we've got for you. And we're back. So on Sunday, Bishop preached on resurrection of your confession. And so let me ask you, is that still something that you're practicing? I know as life gets hard and life gets difficult, sometimes it has a way of affecting the way we speak. Sometimes it has a way of affecting the way we think. Sometimes it's a both. It's like a bi-directional affecting each other, right? The way we think affects the way we speak affects the way we think. And we start to confess, we start to say, we start to speak things in our lives that reflect the current atmosphere that we're going through, right? If we're in a storm and we're like, oh my goodness, I'm so scared. I think of the disciples on the boat, right? When the winds and the wave came and Jesus was sleeping, they were so afraid, right? And it reflected in the way they spoke and the way they acted. And so that's why Bishop's message was so timely, right? Because I think about times when we've gone through a storm and we've kind of shrunk back because fear has now presented itself. And then we start speaking and acting in accordance to what we're afraid of. Oh my goodness, I'm so sick. The other day, I think I had like the flu and I was like, oh my gosh, Lord, this is going to take me out. You know, I was just so overwhelmed with being sick, right? And so I started to speak how I was feeling. And then that in turn affected my mood. And then I was just so completely feeling drained and defeated. And so Bishop's message just started to encourage me to now resurrect what I was speaking and to think about what I was speaking. I know we've mentioned the verse before, life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? And I think sometimes we just forget that because we get so overwhelmed.
Yeah, and many of us, you may be there right now. You may know of a time that you were there and came out of it. And we always get to a point like, will I ever get out of this? Will I ever have that resurrection back to seeking God, back to speaking the word, back to where He wants us to be? I mean, I confess I've said things to people about people that I shouldn't say. I mean, we all have. We all get in those times our work, for lack of a better word, sucks. You know, the people we are around are not the best people in the world, and we kind of get worldly. We kind of forget who we are and whose we are. So it's like, how do we resurrect that? How do we get back in line? And one of the best ways is to have somebody else in your life that can help get you back in line. That's why we can't walk the Christian life alone. It never was meant to be. We have to have this, I can tell you're off.
Right.
Are you in the Word? Are you in God? Are you speaking life? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Do you have that person? If not, seek someone out.
Right.
Because that person can help get you back to speaking that life, speaking the Word of God in those situations where, I mean, we can be honest. There's so much that we speak death over because it's just life. Like she was saying, when we get sick, it was like, oh, I feel like, whatever word we want to use, I feel like, instead of, God, heal me.
Right.
I am healed. Or I will get through this. So whatever it is, if you need to find that person to help you along, to help get you out of that low point, find them. If you're at that high point, find someone that's at a low point and help them out.
Right.
It's the resurrection of our confession of the Word of God over our lives.
Absolutely. I think of the concept of AA, having that accountability partner. Absolutely. Having that spiritual accountability partner to help resurrection in our confession. Until next time, God bless you and goodbye.